Hello everybody, welcome to judycentral.com online classes for law exams. So today I will be discussing with you the previous year solved question paper of UPSC Public Prosecutor exam. For the exam was conducted for the post of Legal Advisor, Enforcement Directorate and also Company Prosecutor in the office of CBI. And this examination has been conducted on 8th of March 2020. So this is the latest solved question paper which I will be discussing with you. And also let me tell you, the exam was held in CBRT, that means in computer based exam mode the exam was held. And let me tell you, I would be only discussing the relevant questions for your upcoming UPSC Public Prosecutor exam, because there are many questions which are out of syllabus and I won't be discussing those questions with you. So let us start. This is first question is match list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer using the code given below the list. So in list 1, power is mentioned in Article 72 of the Constitution of India is given, and list 2 deals with the explanation of the terms. So here the correct option would be option number B, pardon. It means it recedes both the sentence and the conviction and absolves the offender from all punishment and disqualification. Reprieve, it means a temporary suspension of the punishment fixed by law. Commutation, it means it merely substitutes one form of punishment for another with a lighter character. And respite, it means postponement of execution of sentence to the future. Question number 2. The subject of bankruptcy and insolvency are covered under which one of the following entries and list of the 7th schedule of the Constitution of India? This is option number A, entry 9, concurrent list. Constitutional safeguards to civil servants is explained under which parts and articles of the Constitution of India? This question number 3, and the correct option is option number B, Part 14, Article 311. And also let me tell you, I didn't have the answer key, so I solved the question by my own. So for this hard work, I expect you to at least give a like to this video. Question number 4. Under which one of the following articles of the Constitution of India a review petition could be filed against any judgment or order of the Supreme Court of India? This is option number C, Article 137. Question number 5. On which of the following grounds the Supreme Court of India may entertain the curative petition while exercising its wide powers? This is option number A, non-observance of the principles of natural justice and abuse of the process of the court. And this has been held by the Supreme Court in the case of Rupa Ashok Hurra versus Ashok Hurra's case. 6. Which fundamental right cannot be enforced in court during the emergency if suspended by the President? The correct option is option number B, right to religion, and this has been given under Article 359. Question number 7. Which one of the following is not explicitly stated in the amendment procedure laid down in Article 368 of the Constitution of India? This is option number D. The President may give his assent to the bill or may return the bill for reconsideration of the Houses of Parliament. Question number 8. Which is the suitable expression for right to vote? Option number D, it is statutory in nature. Question number 9. Which of the following is deemed to be the constitutional power of the President of India? This is option number A, dissolving both the Houses of Parliament, as Rajya Sabha cannot be dissolved. Question number 10. Consider the following statements. The decision declaring some of the provisions of the Act to be invalid doesn't affect the validity of the Act as it remains. Which one amongst the following principles of the Constitution of India does the above statement refers to? So it actually means option number D, principle of subsidiarity. Question number 11. Which among the following citations is more relevant to the judgment relating to Sabrimala temple? This is option number A, Indian Young Lawyers Association and others versus State of Kerala. 12. Which form of talaq, divorce, was set aside in the landmark judgment relating to triple talaq in the year 2017? There is option number C, talaq-e-biddat. Question number 13. Who among the following doesn't fall under the definition of office bearer as mentioned in Article 243ZH relating to cooperative societies? This is actually option number C, registrar. So under cooperative, under the definition of office bearer, the person which comes are president, chairperson, vice president, then a treasurer. Question number 14. A law of preventive detention can provide detention of a person without the intercession of the advisory board for the period of option number C, 3 months. And if it is with the intercession of advisory board, that means with the permission of the advisory board, then the period will be up to 1 year. Question number 15. In the recent Ayodhya land dispute case, who among the following was a member of the panel of mediators constituted on 8th of March 2019? This is option number A, Justice Fakir Muhammad Ibrahim Khalifullah. 16. Which one of the following with regard to abduction is not correct? This is option number B, only adults can be abducted. Because abduction, the crime of abduction can also take place against a minor. Question number 17. A threatens to publish a defamatory libel concerning Z unless Z gives him money. He thereby intends to induce Z to give him money. A is guilty of option number C, extortion. Question number 18. Section 497 of the Indian Penal Code dealing with the offence of adultery has been decriminalized by the Honourable Supreme Court in the case of option number C, Joseph Shine versus Union of India. 19. A causes cattle to enter upon a field belonging to Z intending to cause and knowing that he is likely to cause damage to Z's crop. A has committed this option number D, mischief. 20. A instigates B to give false evidence, however B doesn't give false evidence. Is A guilty for any offence? Yes. This is option number A, yes, under section 116 IPC, which deals with abatement. 21. In which one of the following rulings in the year 2018 the Supreme Court of India recognized leaving will made by terminally ill patients for passive euthanasia? This is option number A, common cause a registered society versus Union of India. 22. Under which of the following the right of private defense of property doesn't extend to voluntarily causing death of the aggressor? This is option number D, criminal breach of trust. Then question number 23. A was working with a hatchet. Despite exercising due care and precaution, the head of the hatchet flies off and strikes a man who is standing by A. A is guilty of this option number C, causing death by a rash act. 24. In executing a sentence of solitary confinement, such confinement shall in no case exceed, this is option number C, 14 days at a time, and this is given under section 74. Refusal or failure to record FIR in relation to cognizable offence punishable under section 326A, 326B, 354, 354B, 370, 370A, 376 or section 509 is punishable under the IPC with rigorous imprisonment for a term which shall not be less than, this option number B, this is 6 months, and the section which is the section is actually 166B. Then 26. A case relating to an offence punishable with death, life imprisonment or imprisonment for a term exceeding 2 years is known as, this option number B, warrant case. 27. A report forwarded by a police officer to a magistrate under subsection 2 of section 173 of the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973 is actually known as option number A, police report. 28. In which one of the following judgments has the Honorable Supreme Court observed that a judicial magistrate has wide powers to direct further investigation upon an application or suo motu even at post-cognizant stage before the commencement of the trial? So this has been held in the case of Vinu Bhai, Hari Bhai, Malviya and others versus State of Gujarat and another 2019. 29. Which one of the following provisions of the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973 relates to the constitutional mandate against double jeopardy? This is option number B, section 300. 30. Every state government in coordination with the central government shall prepare a scheme for providing funds for the purpose of compensation to the victim or his dependents who have suffered loss or injury as a result of the crime and who require rehabilitation. This is provided for under, this is option number B, section 357A of the CRPC. Section 357A deals with victim compensation scheme. 31. Which one of the following is competent to issue a warrant for execution of sentence? This is option number B, the judge or magistrate who passed the sentence. 32. Who among the following may not be charged and tried together? This option number B, persons accused of the same offence committed in the course of different transactions. 33. All the proceedings conducted under the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973 for the collection of evidence conducted by a police officer or by any person who is authorized by a magistrate in this behalf are known as option number B, investigation. Question number 34. Under section 133 of the Code of Criminal Procedure, a conditional order for removal of nuisance may be made by this option number A, any magistrate. 35. Under section 125 of the CRPC, a person having sufficient means cannot be ordered to provide for maintenance of this option number D, legitimate or illegitimate daughter who is married, has attained majority and is unable to maintain herself owing to any physical or mental abnormality or injury. So why this option is wrong? Because the option is actually speaking about the daughter who is married. Suppose if the daughter is unmarried, then the person has the duty to take care to maintain his unmarried daughter. 36. In which one of the following judgment did the Supreme Court of India recognize the applicability of section 63 and 65 of the Indian Evidence Act 1872 on admissibility of secondary evidences and overruled the proposition that in cases of admissibility of secondary electronic evidences, certificate under section 65B clause 4 is not always mandatory. So this has been held in the case of Anwar PB versus PK Bashir and others. Then just a second. Yes, this is correct. Then 37. In which one of the following cases did the Supreme Court hold that the DNA test can be done to determine paternity? This is option number A, Nandlal Vasudeva Badwaik versus Lata Nandlal Badwaik and another 2014 case. 38. A being charged with embezzlement retained B an attorney to defend himself. In the course of the proceedings, B observes that an entry has been made in A's account book charging A with the sum said to have been embezzled, which was not there in the book at the commencement of his employment. Is this observation of B protected from disclosure under professional communication? This is option number C, no, because this is actually not protected from disclosure under professional qualification, section 126 of Indian Evidence Act. 39. Under which one of the following provisions of the Indian Evidence Act 1872 can the fact last seen become relevant? This is option number A, section 6, things forming part of the same transaction. Last seen theory actually comes in the circumstantial evidence, and this the rule of circumstantial evidence is guided by section 6. 40. According to the provisions of the Indian Evidence Act 1872, which one of the following is correct under the rule facts not otherwise relevant become relevant? This is option number A, the plea of alibi given under section 11 of Indian Evidence Act. 41. A is accused before the Court of Sessions of attempting to murder a police officer whilst on his trial before B, the magistrate. Can B be examined as to what happened in the court? Yes. Option number B, B may be examined as to what happened because it's a matter which occurred in his presence whilst he was so acting given under section 129 of Indian Evidence Act. 42. When can an improper admission or rejection of evidence be ground on itself for a new trial or reversal of decision in any case? This option number B, if it appears to the court before which such objection is raised that there was inadequate evidence independently of the impugned evidence to have justified the decision. Then 43. When can multiple dying declaration be relied under the Indian Evidence Act 1872? Option number A, multiple dying declarations can be relied without corroboration if consistency is maintained by the witness throughout all declarations. 44. Which one of the following is not included under secondary evidence? This is option number C. Secondary evidence is given under section 63 of Indian Evidence Act. This is option number C, oral account of a copy compared with the original. 45. The question whether X is the legitimate son of Z in view of the fact that X was always treated as such by the members of Z's family becomes relevant under which one of the following provisions of the Indian Evidence Act? This is option number B, section 50. 46. Which particular technology was adopted legislatively for the authentication of electronic records with the enactment of the Information Technology Act 2000? This is option number A, digital signature. 47. The constitutional validity of which one of the following provisions of the Information Technology Act 2000 was upheld in Shreya Singhal versus Union of India 2050? This is option number B. Section 69A. 48. The Information Technology Act 2000 gives favorable consideration to which one of the following models? This is option number A. UNICITRAL, United Nations Commission on International Trade Law, Model Law on Electronic Commerce, 1996. 49. A downloads and copies of musical compositions of B from the computer of B without his authorization and disseminates it further to other blocks and groups. Which of the following laws can be invoked to fasten the liability of A? So this is actually option number A, Information Technology 2000 and Copyright Act. Then 50. A sends a message of acceptance through email to B to an offer given by B. When is the message deemed to have been dispatched by A under the Information Technology Act 2000? This is option number D, when it enters the computer resource of B and goes outside the control of A. Again, 51. If the addressee has designated a computer resource for the purpose of receipt of electronic records, the time of receipt of electronic records shall be determined on which of the following principles? This is option number A. Receipt occurs at the time when the electronic record enters the designated computer resource. So 50 and 51, both the questions are connected to each other. 52. Fraudulently or dishonestly makes use of passcode of B cell phone for transmission of some electronic record from B's phone to that of C. What is the offence committed by him under Information Technology Act? This is only option number C, section 66C, which deals with punishment for identity theft only. 53. Which one of the following is not a power vested in the Cyber Appellate Tribunal? This is option number D, issuing a certificate to appeal to the High Court in case a person is aggrieved by any decision or order of the tribunal. 54. Which one of the following cases discusses the question of jurisdiction of transaction which take place on the internet? This is option number C, Banyan Tree Holdings Private Limited versus A. Murali Krishna Reddy and another. So like I told you yesterday, like only one subject is left, which is Cyber Law, Information Technology Act. And today I am dealing with you the previous year question paper of UPSC Public Prosecutor exam held in the year 2020, which is the latest, and the questions given for the subject of Information Technology Act are very, very important for your upcoming UPSC Public Prosecutor exam, as the examiner in both the exams are the same, and these questions are in high chances of being repeated. So be thorough with these questions. 55. Which one of the following cases, I was dealing with question of 54. Which one of the following cases discusses the question of jurisdiction of transactions which take place on the internet? This is option number C, Banyan Tree Holdings Private Limited versus A. Murali Krishna Reddy and another, 2009. 55. Which one of the following cases discusses the question of whether or not an automated teller machine can be treated as a computer terminal as contemplated by section 2 clause I of the Information Technology Act 2000? So this is actually option number A, Diebold Computer Systems Private Limited versus Commissioner of Commercial Taxes, 2005. Then the rest of the questions deal with the subject of civil and company law, which I won't be discussing with you as it is not your syllabus for this year's exam. So we have dealt a total number of 55 questions, and these 55 questions are very much relevant for your upcoming exam. So I hope you all have understood this session, and if you have any doubts, you can comment the same in the comment section below. So with this note, I am signing off, and have a great day.